Welcome back to the St. John Speed Shop, fellow modelers. Today's review, we have the Revell 1/25th scale 1962 Chevy Impala SS. Now this is definitely one of my favorite builds. It's a great kit, and man, everything just, man, I couldn't be happier with it. Everything came out fine. Great parts fit. The color I picked was the Tamiya metallic red, and the guy at the hobby shop suggested I use a silver base coat under it, and this is the first time I tried that, and you've seen in other builds how well that works, but this was the first time I tried it, and man, I couldn't be happier with it. I normally like the stock version of vehicles, old American cars, but man, them rims are sweet. I had to do a resto mod on this one. So this is the result, and I enjoyed this kit. It was a 3-in-1 stock customer race. I don't recall exactly what was involved, but mine's somewhere in between. And you'll notice I got a turntable thanks to my daughter. Much appreciated. A lot better than that paper towel garbage. But back to the kit. This kit was really nicely detailed, and couldn't be happier with it. The only problem I had with this kit was that the decals sucked. They had a tendency to break apart as you're trying to apply them. And I knew that was coming, though. I saw the review on HPI Guy's workshop that he did of the same kit, and he had the same problems with the decals. But because I expected it, I was able to deal with it and make them work. There was a decal for the badge for the trunk, and that just broke into three or four pieces. It was not salvageable, so I just ditched it. Wasn't going to fight with it. It wasn't worth it. The black stripe in the middle of the chrome, those broke into multiple pieces, but I was able to put them together and make them work. But this was a really nice kit. You know, I can't show you the bottom because I got it wired to this base. You know, that's how much I liked the kit when I was done with it. I put it right in the case. I don't do that very often, but this was one of those times. Just, you know, just nice. These Revell kits that I've been picking up, I mean, they're just awesome. I mean, they're just really nice. Let's see if we can get into this interior. I used Tamiya dull red for the interior and black for the accent color, and gave it a coat of floor polish. The dashboard is pretty nice. I went with a chrome panel. I went with somewhere in between stock, custom, and race. This used all a little bit of everything in this build. Let me see if we can get a better view of that interior. That's better. This is a really nice kit. I mean, man, I just can't say enough about these Revell kits. They're pretty damn good. Get a shot of that engine. Engine was really nice in this one. Plenty of parts under there. Make it look as realistic as possible. And everything went together really well. No complaints. I mean, this is the way I wish all kits were this good. Revell just keeps knocking it out of the park with these. They keep making them like this. I'll keep buying them and building them. This kit was sweet. I would highly recommend it. Let's get a shot of them rims. So I'm normally stock. I like stock, you know, the factory version of cars. But these rims are nice. And I had to go with that extra piece of chrome there at the bottom. I found a picture of a similar car online, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta try and replicate that. went with a lot of chrome with the tail end. I think this is normally a silver color on these cars. Not sure, but I just went with the chrome. Liked the way it looked. Front end's really nice. Blacked out the grill. Yeah, I can't say enough about this one. Real nice. This is a top quality kit. This is one of those kits, I mean, you put in the effort and you will be rewarded. You know, I mean, it's got everything you could want. I mean, and with the exception of the decals, it was fantastic. I mean, the decals are just garbage. You know, even I mean, the small, you know, I just went basic with them because I just wasn't going to play around with them. So I just used a bare, just a, you know, like, you know, this one here I was able to get on, which is cool. The front of the car is the most important part. But other than the decals, man, this kit's phenomenal. I just, you know, just absolutely loved it. Got to keep my eye out for more of these Revell kits. Now this kit, when I got it, came with these little metal pins to put the wheels in place. Now I either lost them because they usually come in a small little baggie, or they weren't included in the kit. I contacted Revell. They eventually sent me replacements, but I didn't want to wait a couple of months for them. So this is a case where I used that brass rod I mentioned in other videos to make these real small pins to get these wheels on, and it worked fine. Came in real handy. Didn't stall the build at all. So, I mean, that brass rod comes in handy. I wasn't kidding about that. But this is a nice kit. I'd build this one again. Probably build a stock version. Really liked it. Couldn't recommend it enough. And before we end today's review, got a few more. Another tip for newer modelers. You may have seen this thing lurking in the background in other videos. 77 Dodge Monaco. And I'll show you why it's there and why it's going to stay there. When we talk about super glue, fogging, that's what we mean. See along the edges of the windows? I'm not going to... This kit, this ain't a bad kit here, this one. This is supposed to be a Rick Hunter's Monaco from the TV series Hunter. But the chassis was a real garbage fit on this one. And I resorted to super glue to try and get it to stay in place. And man, do I regret it. Because this is the end of the build. I was finished, all done, and that happened. Absolute disaster. You know, but that's why you keep super glue away from glass, most importantly. You know, but that's why this car is sitting in the background, and it's a reminder of what not to do, even though I know better. And one more thing I got to show you guys. I talked about Gofer racing products, and I've used them before. Well, I grabbed this at the hobby shop the other day. All these bumper stickers. I don't know how well these are going to show up on the video, but it's really cool. I mean, I like the one, support our troops, Air Force, Navy, U.S. Army, Marine, Coast Guard. Don't tread on me. I love barbecue. I think this is breast cancer awareness banner here. You got support for farmers on here, law enforcement. I mean, this is just cool. I mean, this lets you more like personalize a build as opposed to customizing it. And I think it's really cool. I mean, you know, I mean, something like this, you could design a build around bumper stickers. You know, what kind of vehicle would someone drive that would, you know, put "I farm, you eat" on their vehicle? You know, farm pickup truck. You know, rusty old beater, work truck. I like this one. Vehicle insured by Smith & Wesson. Gotta love that one. Driver carries no cash. He's married, you know. I mean, Bass Pro Shops. It's just too cool. But this is a Gofer Racing product. There's the product number. And one thing I really like about these decals, right there, made in the USA. Gotta love that. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's review. I'm getting better at this, a little more comfortable. This is by far my longest video. Hope I didn't bore you guys. Hope you got something out of it. And, well, one more thing while I'm thinking about it. These little chrome pieces on the fenders here. You get this kit, the fenders got a little bit of curve to it, and these are straight. So you got to kind of carefully, real carefully bend them a little bit to get them to fit good. But, you know, just be careful with it. They'll bend, but they won't crack if you're careful. And that's about it. That's it for today's review. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, you know, welcome. And if you are a repeat offender, welcome back. If you're into trains, you know, real trains, check my playlist. I got plenty of train videos. And if you're looking for beginner kits, I am making a playlist just for beginner kits. There's only a few of them there now, but I'm going to add to it eventually. But thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys at the next review. Have a good one.